Hey guys, this is Chris from Kotaku, and we are going to be playing Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Blood Dragon is the standalone expansion for Far Cry 3, totally unrelated except in terms of, basic mechanics, but very 90s inspired, and we're going to take a look at it, and I'm going to talk about what it reminds me of and what you can expect from it. Alright guys, here we are in the world of Blood Dragon. Blood Dragon takes place in a apocalypse following the United States bombing of Canada to stop the Russians, because that's how that works. You play a cyborg badass named Rex Power Colt, who is sort of the stereotypical badass, the kind you would think of, when you were drawing action heroes, maybe in the 90s when you were 6. Not a lot of actual, or any really, play between Far Cry 3 and Blood Dragon. Blood Dragon does, however, is sort of an homage to 90s action movies, particularly like, Terminator, Akira, They Live, which is, an 80s movie. I'm just going to try to take this garrison quietly and stealthily. As you can see, I have sort of T-1000 Terminator vision, and I can use that to mark enemies so that I can still see them even through walls. Bam, bam. Normally I would try to take this garrison, if there was a Blood Dragon around, by taking these hearts and throwing them in the base, or at the wall of the base, to sort of attract these giant monsters called blood dragons. Blood dragons are essentially giant Komodo dragons that shoot lasers out of their heads, which means they're incredibly hard to fight up until the end of the game. And you can use them to actually take down the defenses of a base, but I don't have one around, so unfortunately I'm going to do this the old-fashioned Far Cry way. There we go. Bam. And I was seen, unfortunately. Oh well, it wouldn't have been kind of an action movie way of doing it all stealthily.
First date.
Of course, you get those hearts by tearing them out of the chest cavities of these random Daft Punk fanboys that occupy so much of the game. Fortunately, God, these helicopters are a huge pain in the ass, but I have explosive rounds on my sniper rifle, which pretty much take them out in one hit, actually. Bam, there we go. Not doing too well, so I'm gonna get some health. Takedowns in this game are very, very fun. If I was near another enemy, I could either chain them together or do like a gunslinger takedown where I take his gun and kill someone else with it. But the best way is to do what's known as a shuriken takedown, where you literally stab the guy in the back and then throw a shuriken at the other guy's head. Very 90s ninja movie way of doing things. Bam, there we go. Believe me, I'm aware I could be doing this much better.
He shoots, he scores.
The game itself is really, really interesting. I think it came about as sort of an organic reaction to a lot of the super, super serious things we were seeing in first-person shooters, like BioShock Infinite or Tomb Raider, third person, but still. These violent games that are trying to take themselves very, very seriously and tell a very compelling and emotional story, but still have all of these,
Bang.
stabbing and throat eviscerations, tropes of first-person shooters and third-person action games. There is no dissonance between what you're doing in this game and what's happening in the plot. It is a very stupid plot. It's very coy and trying to be, funny about what it's doing. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Rex Power Cult has a lot of one-liners that are very, very cliched and funny, but some that are just a little too rated R for my tastes. And I'm just saying like, whoa, you actually said that. It kind of straddles a line between Duke Nukem and No One Lives Forever, if you played that game. It's a very loving tribute to 90s action movies, but it is itself still stupid enough to be, a 90s action movie or video game. I'm going to quick travel somewhere just to show you what some of these loading screens are like. First, there's the map, which very, very Far Cry in. And these are some of these liberated garrisons that I've taken down. They did blow a lot on colored fonts. The game wears a lot of its references on its sleeve. For example, here's a reminder that winners don't use drugs, which is something we saw a lot of in arcade games back in the day. That's just a quick look at Blood Dragon, downloadable standalone expansion for Far Cry 3. It's going to be available for Windows, PlayStation Network, and Xbox Live. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.